Hey everybody, how you doing? I know it's been a while. My apologies. I have been traveling a lot in the past month. So I've been some incredible places. It's been fantastic. I was in Vegas. I was in San Diego. I've been in LA. I've been to Indianapolis. I've been to Asheville, North Carolina, to go to that big private Biltmore Manor, which was fantastic. Oh my gosh, I've had a lot of fun the past month or so, and I just wanted to reach back out and say I'm back and excited to be able to be here with you guys. And I have been keeping track of the news that's been going on lately, and the culture war that's still taking place in our country, unfortunately. And I just want to share a few thoughts with you really quickly. And the first is to say I'm really getting concerned about what's been taking place in our society as far as this whole woke culture and acceptance of everything and everyone, and yet having to step on, eggshell, being worried about walking on eggshells around certain people and certain groups because you can't say certain things, especially when it comes to certain racial groups or certain genders, because of fear of being offended or offending anyone. But I do see a bright light at the end of the tunnel coming. I think our society is getting tired of that, of having to treat certain groups like Fabergé eggs, where you can't say anything because it's going to trigger them, because especially black people like myself, I had this conversation with my mother when I was in San Diego, and I said, I'm tired of us being considered to be so soft. We're very strong people. We always have been. We have a history of being strong people. And the idea that we can't handle certain words being said to us, I find offensive. Considering our history, I find it highly offensive. Considering our history and what we've gone through just in this society in the U.S. We're very strong people. We're very strong-willed people, and we can take a lot. And so I'm not one of these Fabergé egg peoples that you can't say anything to because you got to worry about how it's going to come across on this other crap. I'm not that guy. And there are certain words I wish we didn't use. So to say that there's certain words that other people can't use, but we can, is not only stupid, is racist. And I'm not a big fan of any of that. If you don't want other people saying the N-word, then you shouldn't say the N-word. If you want it to be one of those words that's disallowed, then it shouldn't be one special ethnic group gets to say it and nobody else does. That makes zero sense to me, because that is inherently racist on its face. And for somebody not to recognize that is inherently dumb. So I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of having certain words trigger me as if I'm some 8-year-old child. No, I don't operate that way. That's not how I roll. So I'm not looking for any type of special treatment or special privilege when it comes to being a part of American society. I believe that I'm a strong person. I believe that we as Americans especially are very strong people, all of us collectively and individually. So there should be no special treatment when it comes to that realm. And I'm also kind of tired of what's taking place in certain alphabet communities, especially when it comes to the stories of parents deciding they want their children to decide what gender they are. That is the stupidest. They're kids. They're little kids. They don't know nothing. That's why it's up to us to legally have to take care of them, because they're young and they don't know any better. And the story of the mom who's took her in the middle of a divorce and taken her soon-to-be ex-husband to court to give her son, 7 or 8-year-old son, hormones to transition him to be a girl. That is ridiculous. That is the essence of child abuse, and it should not ever be allowed in our society. We've allowed too many things to become normal that are simply not normal. And I know I'm probably going to trigger some people with saying that, but it's true. There are certain things that are just not okay. And we're, because of our compassion and desire to be inclusive and all this other crap, we've allowed a lot of stupidity to take place. There are only 2 genders. I hate to break your heart. There's only 2. There's not 3. There's not 17. There's not, well, you get to choose. There's 2. There's X chromosomes and there's Y chromosomes, and that's it. There are no other chromosomes for those 2 genders. So I don't care how much you make yourself look like one of the others. It doesn't make you that other one. I can dress myself up to look like a ham sandwich. It doesn't make me a ham sandwich. So we need to get back to common sense and stop all this BS. I've been following this stuff for the past month. Thankfully, I've been traveling, so most of my time has been spent on much more positive things. But I hope if any of you out there feel like I do, it's time for those of us who have common sense, I say the common sense majority, to rise up and say, okay, we don't have enough of this. You guys y'all need to stop. And if you won't stop on your own, we're going to find a way to make it happen. So let's get back to common sense. Let's get back to people who can recognize it's wrong to allow a 7 or 8 year old child to have a sex change. That is disgusting and destructive. Not to mention my personal belief, evil. And I'll make a video about that. That is what is starting to become very pervasive in our society, evil. That's not what this video is about. This video is basically just kind of say, I'm back. I've been paying attention, and I look forward to talking to you guys again about how we can fix the ills that are taking place in our society. And with the right people's helps, common sense Americans, whether you're on the left or the right, we can get it done. Hope you're having a great day. Y'all take care.